Bueno, summertime is almost here, mi gente. And what better way to stay within your wellness goals than at the Bronx Vegan Bazaar? The Bronx Vegan Bazaar aims to uplift, heal, and inspire the community by crafting an experience that nourishes both body and soul, highlighting local artisans and culinary talent while fusing the borough's iconic dance street rhythms with the transformative power of plant-based living. And joining us to share more, we welcome Bronx Vegan Bazaar's founder, Raidirys, and host Scott Bernard. They have a few savory treats too, so we're gonna manja. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having this whole concept here in the Bronx, all right? So let's talk about its evolution. Like where did this first start? This is the first time I'm hearing about it. Yeah, I know, and it'll be the last time because everybody's gonna know about it now. Yay. So talk to us about the Bronx Vegan Bazaar.
I think that we can all agree, especially as vegans, we can all agree that this was a food desert in the Bronx, especially for me in like 2019. I became a vegan in 2016, and it was very difficult for me to find food in the Bronx. So I would commute to Brooklyn, I would commute to Manhattan always to find food. And then during the pandemic, a little bit prior to that, I was organizing marketplaces and experiences like that for local artisans. And then when the pandemic hit, it was even more important to do it, especially because, we were not encouraged to really consume more nutritious food
Right.
We were just told, do this, and it was like, okay, there's so many other solutions,
right,
especially through food. Why
right.
aren't we like incorporating that? And so several vendors and myself, Black Rican included, we got together and we just started to promote, and one thing led to another. We met at the Andrew Freeman home and they allowed us to host it there. And our first one happened there August 21st of 2020, leading up to over 30 food vendors. We had over 300 people come out.
You have 30?
During that time, well, yeah, now too, but during that time at our first one, we had 30.
During the pandemic,
During
no
the
less,
pandemic.
2020? Wow.
Yep. And, we've been doing our best to continue this work, because a lot of the vendors went back to work too.
Right.
So we've just been pushing it because a lot of the things that we like to focus on are also supporting local business owners.
Yeah, which is the whole purpose of the bazaar being here in the Bronx. Now,
right.
Just to educate our viewers a little bit on what it means to be vegan and why it was so difficult for you to even find vegan food. I mean, do you want to share what I guess identifies being vegan, right?
Absolutely.
Because there's a difference between vegan and vegetarian.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the difference between vegan and vegetarian is that a vegetarian would consume dairy products or would consume animal products, but they won't necessarily consume meat or flesh per se. But a vegan would not consume any type of animal products or indulge in any type of animal cruelty in any way, shape, or form. So they won't consume milk. There's many different alternatives when it comes to milk. There's walnut, there's almond, there's rice. I can go down the list down and down and down, but necessarily a vegan just don't participate in anything that has to do with animals whatsoever, whether it's for, ethics and whether it's for health as well too. So,
right, and belief purposes as well too,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Because energetically, there's that process of life and what happens in that process. So I get it. But I want to make sure that our viewers understand. I know some people will become vegan for health purposes as well, right? So I want to know why it was so difficult for you to find vegan products here.
I think there was a misconception of what vegan is too. Like, for example, the food that we brought today, these are just basic ingredients, like he said, with no animal product in it that we can easily consume. Has no animal product and is very familiar. Sweet plantains, yellow fries, onions, chips. These things are they're vegan. They'd have no animal product. And the reason why we encourage that, yes, there's the ethical values, animal cruelty. It's better for the earth. It's better, but it's also, there's an abundance of fruits and vegetables on the planet, and genetically, we're not designed to consume it.
In the urban community, right? Because culturally we are, right? If we were on the island, right? But being in the urban community, there's this misconception of, you know, fast food being the answer to everybody's
That's the
like
other thing.
fast-paced life.
Yep. So that exposure and also that behavior, you're absolutely right. That behavior, we didn't necessarily, we're programmed, you understand, to like go here, go here,
Yeah.
go
Yes.
here, go
Yeah.
here. So by doing this bazaar, we're able to support that programming.
Right.
Come get it here.
Yeah.
Come get it here,
Right.
which is why we want to do it consistently.
Right. Right.
As opposed to a pop-up or an event.
Right. And so what we're looking at right now, let's go through the food, right? Because you didn't call that rice.
It is rice, but it's jollof rice.
Right. It's what?
Jollof.
Jollof.
Are you
So-
familiar?
Yeah, so jollof rice is a rice that's specifically from Senegal, from West Africa, and it has spread its influence across, you know, the West African.
So I want them to see what we're talking about.
Yes, very spicy rice that spread its influence across West Africa. So you have Ghanaian jollof, you have Nigerian jollof, you have Liberian jollof, but wolof rice is specifically from Senegal. Like that is the origin, and it's really nice, it's really tasty, and it's really spicy too. And I'm a spice man.
I'm about to try it out now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you didn't bring me a serving spoon, but I'm gonna just use the fork that was handed to me, right? And so we have rice, and then we have guineos here. So, right? These are guineos.
Yeah, plátano maduro.
Plátano maduro.
Sweet plantains, which we're all familiar with, but the difference is also some of these rice and some of the plátanos are cooked with sopita, right? Or with like that chicken cube, you know? So that's the other thing. We don't put that in the food either.
The bouillon.
Yes, that.
Yeah, the bouillon.
Yeah.
Right. And so why? Because of the sodium.
Yeah.
That too, but it
Right.
also has pork.
chicken. Right.
with
Oh,
chicken.
okay. Right. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna try this rice.
Yeah, so this is, so what she's trying here is Gracie's Kitchen jollof rice. Yes, she is
Okay.
exceptional. And she's not 100% vegan. She cooks non-vegan food too. So she encourages people to, and she's actually going to be doing a presentation on Juneteenth, educating the community on how to make some vegan food.
I'm glad you're saying that because that's the other intimidation. Is I don't know how to do this.
That's what I'm saying. I feel
Right?
you.
And so you actually provide this bazaar so that it's welcoming
Yes.
for everyone to just be in community and go around different tables and experience the food while learning for themselves.
One of the most important things when it comes to the bazaar itself, we never force anyone, we educate. So we're coming in with open arms like, hey, if you never experienced this before, come and experience it now. And then from there, you make your decision or you make your judgment and what have you, your opinions. But it's really just introducing a more healthy alternative.
Right.
You know, we're from the Bronx. We
Right.
grew up seeing Kennedy Fried Chicken. We grew up seeing all the pizza shops and things of that nature, you know, and none of those things have nutritional value when it comes to our health and wellness,
Right.
especially in these days and times. So it's like, okay, we show you how to make a meal, but okay, you can use better ingredients
Right.
to have a more nutritional value outcome. You know, instead of using canola oil, use avocado oil, use grapeseed oil. Instead of using vegetable oil that does so much destruction to your heart, use, you know, those type of oils that I just mentioned right there, you
Right.
know? So
I want to
yeah.
talk about this next one because we got some shish kebab going on here. I'm like, I want to dig in that, and it looks like chicken or something, and it's not.
Yeah.
What is it?
So I'll tell you this one. She didn't tell me exactly what it was, but it's either mushroom or it's tofu.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be like layered with all the other ingredients. But please help yourself.
And that's cilantro on top of it.
She's lit.
All
she's
right.
so
Oh my
lit.
gosh, she's making it like Latino flavored. I
Yellow
love it.
sour.
I love it.
And so what I wanted to acknowledge was what he said. He went straight into ingredients. Vegan food, right? It's a segue into more nutritional food.
I'm in awe over this. First of all, I love mushrooms. These mushrooms, by the way.
Yes, yes.
And she makes this with like a nice little kick. So it's not too spicy, but it's like, yes, thank you.
So happy. So that's the other thing. People think
I
that
love
vegans are like, oh, we're like pro animals, and yes, we're all of those things. But we also have to meet our people where we're at.
Yes.
We're used to fast foods. We don't want to encourage you to eat rice all the time. That's why you see things like fonio on the table. You know.
All right, let's talk about these packages because I want to make sure we don't run out of time without talking about
So
everything
the
that we have
fonio
on the table.
is an ancient grain from Africa. It is one of the most prestigious grains they have. You can make so many things with it, the same way you would make oatmeal. This is what this is for.
Okay.
They're excellent and it tastes really good. And over here, what we have is from a food scientist. She actually started as one of our supporters.
Let's move the green one out of the way so that we can see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I have it. Yep.
Thank you.
And both of those are hers?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
these two are hers, and basically the ingredients, I'm gonna read them to you. Organic dates, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, water, flaxseed, chia seeds, cayenne pepper. Simple. A
So
easy,
that's
quick
like a
snack.
natural trail mix.
Right, it's like, you have to try it.
I'm just, like figuring out what the language that we can use that they understand.
Yes.
Right.
Not-
In layman's terms.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because we,
Absolutely.
This is spicy.
I love spicy.
it's spicy. It's a spicy trail mix. Okay, so while we're pouring this, let's talk about these books because that's the idea, really, right there. It's like, ooh, something to reference to figure it out for yourself.
Sorry, I had to have one too because these are my favorite.
Oh, okay.
They're so good.
That's good.
So,
Oh, the bag is blocking it.
Black Weekend Vegan, we just give her so much credit because she's like Scott and all these health advocates, they've trailblazed in this lane. She's originally from the Bronx. She's right now at La Fonda on 106 and Park, I think. And she comes and pops up with us from time to time. We started shortly after she started her journey and I started my journey. We collaborated and created a beautiful market experience for our communities. And this Noah Fast is by one of our educators, Brandy. She's a nutritionist. She's excellent. This so Black Weekend Vegan books is a recipe book, and this is a book that takes you through a guide of several weeks to learn how to eat food. Eating the Rainbow is based on a Bible thing called the Noah.
The Noah fast.
The Noah fast,
Yeah, but it's like the Noah's Ark.
right?
So then they
Right.
did like something similar.
It's like a
to-
journey into this new lifestyle.
And they incorporated spirituality because they feel like, I think they were trying to elaborate on the fact that in order for you to step into honoring your body, honoring your temple, there has to be something that really moves you. You know,
Right.
there's some people who are just, they want to look good, but there's
Right.
people who are like, I need to really learn how to love myself to do
Right.
this, you know? So
Yeah.
that's why we encourage that book. They also do our creative station at the bazaar. We have a station where adults and everybody are welcome to do like crafts and creative things. And so they sponsor us with that as well.
Yeah. And I just want to add on to everything that you've both been sharing for our viewers to really take into consideration. Our wellness is truly determined by what we consume.
Yes.
And this is in some form a self-love act, and it's also a means of preventative medicine, right?
Thanks.
Because food is medicine.
That's right.
Yes, it is.
And what we all endured for almost 3 years, oh my gosh.
Right.
It's something that really we need to take into really deep consideration in preventing anything like that from taking over our bodies, right?
Yes.
So obviously it's something we all had to kind of deal with, whether we caught it or not. But some people have long versions of it, and some people were able to have it skate through, right? Do a drive-by.
Right.
And that, as far as I'm concerned, is determined, it's based on what it is that you're actually consuming
Exactly.
Absolutely.
as food.
Yep. I mean, it's you can look it up online. What causes inflammation? It'll tell you, and that'll help you make decisions. You'll be like, oh, okay, if I eat that, if I eat this, that's going to cause inflammation. You know, I studied at the Institute of Culinary Education in 2022 and spent some time there being educated on like nutrition and all of those things. And it's by design. Like the food that we have access to does not support the way we're designed.
Right.
You know, and so my brother here, he just came back from Costa Rica, which I encourage all of us to have those experiences, to go back out to some type of nature and ground and have that experience, you know, take some sunlight in. We're humans.
Speaking of food desert, when I was in Costa Rica, all the fruits had seeds. The
Thanks.
watermelon had seeds, the apples had seeds, the pineapple was very sweet, it was very natural. And, going back to the food desert thing, when it comes to the Bronx does not have quality fruits and quality products. That's why me and Rob, we have to go to Brooklyn to go get our watermelon, to go get our soursop, for us to get our blueberries and things of that nature, because we invest so much into our health. We don't play with that
Right.
at all.
Right.
So us bringing the Bronx Vegan Bazaar is to expand that
Right.
knowledge to others, like, hey, You can get some seeded watermelons here. You can get some seeded grapes. I remember one time I posted on my social media, everybody's like, where did you get that?
Right.
I can't tell the last time I seen a seeded watermelon. And I said, huh? Wow, it's really like a rarity.
I have
Yeah.
to testify to that. He's been telling me to get on that for a minute now, and I didn't think it was a big deal.
Right.
So over the past month and a half, I've been trying watermelons. I've just been buying them.
Right.
But then recently, I got it from Haya Juice.
Yes, shout out to Haya Juice.
And that experience, first of all, it had so many black seeds in it. Because the ones I get from the supermarket had maybe 3 or 4. This had so many seeds in it, and the quality of the juice was so sweet. So yeah, it's true. We don't have quality ingredients here.
Listen, I'm going to tell you guys right now, we're probably going to have you on again.
We look forward to that.
Because this topic, we can go on and on and on,
Yeah.
and we're out of time. But I think it's so important that we share this knowledge and that we continue to be in this conversation so that we're normalizing it and possibly enrolling individuals into really considering just paying attention to those little details, because you see what you're talking about?
Give thanks.
It's like, do you guys even realize that there's no
we
seeds
didn't.
in
Yep,
the
yep, yep,
in the
yep.
watermelon,
We
right?
didn't.
So thank you for bringing it here. Thank you for giving me a taste of items. I'm gonna probably feast a little bit more once we once we wrap up this segment. But for you guys, everything that we've been discussing, once again, that's Raidirys Mccray, founder of the Bronx Vegan Bazaar, and we also have host Scott Bernard. The Bronx Vegan Bazaar summer sessions are set to take place Saturday, June 15th, 12 to 6 p.m. at Fordham Plaza, located at 1 Fordham Road, and Wednesday, June 19th, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Andrew Freeman Home, located at 1125 Grand Concourse, celebrating Juneteenth. For more information, you can visit thebronxveganbazaar.com. All right, stay tuned. There's more open when we return.